Let's take a look at number 9 here. This is a limit problem, and it's not a limit as x approaches infinity, but so we can't use our little shortcut, but you can directly plug in 1. If you plug in 1, you get 1 to the 4th times 3 minus 1 plus 1, so we get a positive 3 on top. And on the bottom, if you plug in a 1, you get 1 squared is 1, minus 6, times 1 is 6, plus 5, and of course that would be 3 over 0, which is undefined. So we have to see what happens. The first thing I'm going to try to do is try to factor the bottom out. So if you factor the bottom out, you should get x minus 5 and x minus 1. And I think you can see which one of these two factors is causing this function to be undefined, and it's this x minus 1. So we're going to try a little trick here. It's not really a trick, but we're going to apply some of our properties of limits, and we're going to separate our problem into two sections, and we're going to then use the property of multiplication of limits, and we're going to evaluate each one separately and then multiply the results back together. So let's just do it. So once again, we're going to take 1 over x minus 1, and we're going to evaluate that one separately from the remainder of the problem. So the remainder of the problem would have x minus 5 right here. And once again, this is still the limit as x approaches 1 from the right. And so if you think about this like distribution, it's not really distribution, but we're going to look at the limit of that first fraction and then look at the limit of the second fraction and then multiply them together. So, well, what is the value as x approaches 1 from the right? That would be a number like 1.01. And if we subtract 1, we get 1 divided by a positive small number. And 1 divided by a positive number that's very small is going to be positive infinity. Okay, let's change colors. Let's use this purple here, pink or whatever this is. And now let's try directly plugging in our 1 and see what we get. We have a 1 minus 5, and we still have 3 on the top, right? We figured that out from the very first step up here, okay? So this would be 3 on top, and 1 minus 5 would be a negative 4. So when we put them all together, we have the limit of positive infinity times the negative 3/4. Well, if you multiply 3/4 of infinity, the answer is still infinity, right? But because of this negative sign right here, this function approaches negative infinity when you look at x approaching positive 1, or excuse me, yeah, positive 1 from the right hand side. So here's our answer. Alright,